Abbas here for iBoxingHub with Deeney. Troy, how you doing, man?
I'm good, thank you, brother. How are you?
I'm blessed, man. We're here at the Taylor Catterall press conference.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what you've seen today and how you expect the fight to potentially pan out.
I was just saying that they're a little bit disappointed in the approach of both fighters, to be fair, but I'm starting to understand it. Like, I thought it was going to be a bit more spicy, a bit more nasty, a few more jabs trying to get under the other person's skin, but they're both really calm. It should hopefully make for a much better fight, because obviously Catterall's talking about knocking him out between 7 and 9, and Josh is just like, I'm going to win. And it's just like, all before on the lead up, I was Catterall, and now I've got here, I'm like, Josh is a little bit spiteful, very calm, but a little bit spiteful. So makes for a great fight on Saturday. I
was saying, you mentioned about the press conference being a bit quiet today. If you had seen the first two,
yeah,
that's where the action was.
No, I was told I didn't get booked. That's all I could say, man. I was probably still had the job at that point, so just enjoy life now. So I'm glad to be here.
I was going to say, you talked about Taylor and how you kind of potentially switched over to his side. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the whole talk about weight and making 140, possibly dehydrated too much and stuff?
Well, yeah, I was working out for that today. He was drinking quite a lot today, which doesn't suggest, as Eddie worries. Listen, the 4 weeks delay may help that in terms of being able to go again, and he was already at a certain weight when he got the injury. So I don't know. I think there's that much needle and that much like nastiness on it that you kind of think he wasn't going to lose this fight by not making weight. Do you get me? And then now you're at a point where I'm watching it thinking the only way we'll know that, and I think this is why Jack Catterall's saying later, is he may catch him tired, and he may like come out explosively and think, right, I can't last as much as I used to energy-wise, and then hope to take him out. But it'll be a good fight, man. There's so many questions in it. These are the fights you want. Like, look at last week. You don't want to be in a situation where like you're going into a fight going, oh, I think it's going to be this. You want to watch and go, I have no idea who's going to win. I have no idea what the drama's going to be. But I just want to enjoy a good, sorry for swearing, a good fucking tear up. Do you know what I mean?
And in terms of who do you think has more to lose in this fight? Because I've spoken to Josh, and he said that
100%.
Josh has more 100%. To lose.
Yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. I think if you go back 2 years, Jack was considered, I would probably say Josh, like he shouldn't even be on my level. Josh has obviously had that fight which people questioned that he lost. Then you had the Teofimo Lopez loss. And now if he loses this one, I think it is probably retirement. And, I say that not wishing anyone retirement, but I think it's just one of those public perceptions of where do you really go next?
Would you see him potentially looking at 147, moving up?
But the problem is when you're moving up with the age profile that he is as well, coming up against that 147 is always a tough division as well. So I think at 147, he could end up running into Conor Benn. Like someone like Conor who's young, hungry, aggressive, while Josh is obviously clearly talented. You're just coming up against young, hungry fighters, man. Same in my sport, in football. You think you can do it, but these young guys are just a lot quicker and they've got that desire that you once had.
I said you mentioned football, so I have to ask you.
Yeah.
The provisional squad came out. Guys like Marcus Rashford are not in that squad. What's your thoughts behind that and like what Gareth can do with the Euros this year?
I think Marcus has had a poor season, a lot of distractions. I don't think he can look at that squad and think I should be in it, if he's being truly honest with himself. Cole Palmer, remember that squad there as well, there's probably going to be 3 or 4 of those wingers that get dropped. So someone like Jared Bowen, who's had a much better season than Marcus this year, might not even end up on the plane. Or someone like Cole Palmer may not even get any minutes when he gets out there. So, for Marcus, I hope he has a summer off, recharges, regroups, and I hope Man United get it together so they can, they're a massive club for this country. So we want to see them performing at the best level. And as for Gareth, I actually think we could win it. I really do. But I just looking at the team and the selection, I think our back 4 or 5, depending on what he wants to do, is an area of concern when you come up against, the really big boys.
No, I appreciate your time, Troy, man. And again, enjoy the festivities, enjoy the fight.
Thank you,
and
man.
The Euros.
Cheers, man. Thank you. Cheers.